Okay, I've got all my parts I think I need. I've got the actuators, which are from Concentric. They are 1,012 pound maximum load. Their specs say 3,000 pound static load, 20:1 gear ratio, which is about, it says on the specs, it's about 0.61 inches per second. We've got two of these, and then one is a 500 pound dynamic load. I've got a bunch of brackets. I've got brackets for the uprights, the top of the bucket, the lower arms of the uprights for the actuators, the lower arms for the uprights. I don't know if you can see that. This is the top of the buckets, top of the uprights, the bottom of the buckets, and gussets for the lifting arms, all courtesy of CT Solutions. So I'm all set. I've started to tack up the uprights, and then I'll go ahead and tack those once I get the plumb and level position of each upright. The frame is level, I checked that, so that's what I'm going to be doing today, as well as fabbing and calculating the position of the arms. The uprights are a little bit long, but that's on purpose because I don't know how long to make them, depending on the position of the arms and where I want it to lift from. I intend to have about a 60-inch lift. These are 12-inch range actuators, so and they have clutches built in so that they'll not kick off a breaker when they reach the end of the travel. Anyways, I'm going to have to disconnect the battery and go ahead and tack weld this upright, and then I'll do the same to the other upright. Okay, uprights are tacked in place reasonably level and upright. They are leaning in a tiny little bit, but I think it's going to be okay. Maybe 1/10 of a bubble. But now I've got to take them off and go ahead and weld them up and get them ready for the next phase, which is fabbing out the arms and positioning them, as well as the tabs for the arms and the actuators. So that's next. Okay, here's the brackets. The uprights are installed, not permanently, but they're installed with temporary nuts. And I also welded a, let me see if I can get a little bit of light on this here. I welded another triangular piece here so that it would support the back pressure. Don't look at my welds, they're terrible, but I'm a beginning welder. I consider myself a grinder more than a welder. Anyway, so that's where the extra bracket is that I use the cutoff piece from the bucket. It's just a piece of 1/8 inch. Anyways, that's what I did with the brackets. I'm also going to run a rod from probably here down to this bolt right here and put a tab on the rod. I'm working on the arms, and each plasma cut pentagon bracket for the arms has an arrow pointing one way, so that they're all going to be pointing the same way. I believe that's how they should work, because in case of any imperfections with the hole, I'll also run a bolt through, 1/2 inch bolt, these are 1/2 inch holes, through the second plate so that they're all going to be lined up. I'm going to try to line it so that I'll tag it so that the roll of the tubing is not exposed, so I won't have a gap there. Anyways, that's all for today.